What are some benefits of working together?
I think the benefit of working together is we can boost our interoperability, and this we today we yesterday we start this Shibun joint study. This joint study will enable us to accomplish any mission in the future.
And what were some hurdles that you had to overcome for the training?
I think one of hurdles is language. So that's why the members of 15th NBC Defense Unit will have to learn more English.
What was your favorite part of the training?
I'm sorry, favorite part?
Yeah, your favorite part.
Favorite part. In this joint study?
From today to today.
Okay.
Or yesterday to today.
Okay.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part is that we could see how you decontaminate the Patriot launchers and truck.
What were some of what are some of the differences between the Army and the JGSDF of how you manage and decontaminate equipment and personnel?
As far as I see, I think how to decontaminate equipment is similar to us. That's why it is easy for us to operate. I'm sorry. Work bilaterally.
What were some things that you learned from the training?
Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Once more, please. Your question.
What were some things that you learned from the training, from working together?
Okay. We could learn the capability of 188 and how to decontaminate the massive equipment.
What was the best part of working together?
Best part, working together. At this joint study, we showed our method to each other. So from next time, we can collaborate with each other. And I'm sorry. Yeah. A little bit difficult to answer this question. Collaborate. Yeah.
Collaborate with each other?
Collaborate with each other.
Collaborate?
Yeah.
You want me to ask the question again?
Yeah, please.
What was the best part about working together?
Best part of working together. Yeah. The best. Yeah. The things. I'm sorry. I think we could boost the relationship of trust each other.
Is there anything else that you want to add?
No. Yes. We'd like to continue this joint study each other.
Which one?
Could you ask me a question?
Question?
Yeah.
What was the best part about the training?
I think the best part is to boost the relationship of our trust each other.
And what was the best part about working together?
The best part best part is one best part is that we could learn how to decontaminate the massive equipment, for example, petrol launcher and truck, and yeah, we could learn your know-how at the first ADA.
And what are some benefits of working together?
Oh, yeah. Benefit working together is I think we could this joint study will enable us to accomplish every mission in the future.
What were some hurdles or difficulties that you needed to overcome?
One of the hurdles is I think language. That's why members of 15th NBC Defense Unit had better learn more English.
What were some of the biggest differences between the methods of the JGSDF and the Army?
The methods are similar. Our methods are similar. That's why I think it is easy for us to collaborate each other.
And in the future, do you see this happening more often?
Yeah, we'd like to continue this joint study with first ADA.
Sure. All right, my rank is Second Lieutenant Matthew Lee. First name is M-A-T-T-H-E-W. Last name is L-I.
And then your title?
My title, I'm the 1-1 Air Defense Artillery Battalion Seaburn OIC. With working with our bilateral and joint partners is that we get to see their capabilities as well as they get to see ours. So we have that shared understanding of what we can do together if need be in a real world situation.
What were some hurdles that you had to overcome to make all this possible?
Definitely the one big hurdle is coordinating everyone's schedules as well as the culture and language barrier. Ultimately, by mitigating those with both translators and prior planning that we started months out, we were able to coordinate this event.
And why is this training so important?
This training is important because if you look at how modern warfare shifted, conventional warfare involving infantry has shifted more towards both artillery as well as seaburn. And by covering our defense capabilities, our reconnaissance capabilities, we are better prepared to serve both Japan, the U.S. Army, the U.S. Air Force, and the JGSDF.
And what's the best part of working together? And I'm actually going to narrow that down to what was your favorite part about this training?
I think my favorite part of the training was just to understand our joint and bilateral partners' capabilities. You never really have the chance to operate anything that's not yours. By doing these exchanges, we are able to not only see what they have to offer, but learn more from the experts and what they have in terms of their equipment, their SOP, and how they conduct themselves in a seaburn environment. So I would say the best part is just learning a little bit more about either our JGSDF and our Air Force counterparts regarding seaburn.
What were some takeaways that you can use or implement in your standard operating procedures?
Definitely, we saw some limitations in our aspects and what we can do, and incorporating what the Air Force can do, as well as what the 15th NBC of the JGSDF, their capabilities. That way, we can better serve the whole of Okinawa, whereas right now we can serve a part. If we partnered together with their decontamination capabilities and their recon capabilities, we can combine that with our equipment decon capabilities into a fully functioning, all-encompassing decontamination, reconnaissance, and all-around seaburn aspect event.
And do you see stuff like this happening more often in the future?
100%. I realized that the big thing was there wasn't awareness that 1-1 ADA of the United States Army had a seaburn section. And so once the JGSDF realized that there is a dedicated section of 1-1 ADA For CBRN purposes, that definitely got the ball rolling. I think once they reached out, we coordinated with the Air Force, which we've done some joint studies with in the past. And for the future, instead of just demoing equipment and getting a little hands-on time, I can foresee this evolving to joint training involving all of us operating a joint decon line together and having that joint bilateral overall CBRN exercise take place where all three are participating at once instead of three different displays.
And do you have anything else you want to add, sir?
I think just overall, excellent training opportunity. A focus of 1-1 Air Defense is not only our air defense purpose, but our joint bilateral opportunities that we have that no other unit has with being forward deployed on Okinawa, Japan. And so we're thankful for both the Air Force, the 18th Civil Engineer Squadron, the 18th Medical Group, and the 15th NBC unit of the JGSCF and their participation in our training event.
All right, I'm Tech Sergeant Karen Hubley, Karen Hubley, and my title is the NCOIC of Emergency Management Operations.
So what are some benefits of the Army and the Air Force working together with the JGSDF?
One of the biggest benefits for working together is we get to see how they actually do their operations as compared to us. One of the great things is from watching them and then watching us, we've actually learned ways to make some of our operations better, and they've actually asked us for like some of the pieces of equipment or how we do some of the operations as far as decontamination. So we learn from each other, and it's a really good bonding experience with them as well to try to get that camaraderie going.
What was a hurdle that you've noticed that you had?
Communication is a big hurdle, that's for sure. Besides the language barrier, one of the biggest hurdles would be processes. Sometimes different branches and different countries don't consider the same things to be priorities, and it makes it a little bit more difficult to kind of put the processes together and match them. We tend to be a little bit more precise with contamination avoidance than other branches would be.
And why is this training so important?
It's important for not just the young airmen, but also the higher ranking individuals as well. It gets everybody the opportunity to learn how everybody does it, how we do it differently. It gives us the opportunity to see maybe, as mentioned earlier, different ways that we can make it better. And in the future, if something were to happen, we know how they're going to do it. We can speak to it to the commanders knowledgeably.
What was one of the biggest takeaways from the bilateral training?
The biggest one yesterday was probably their recon equipment. They have this giant machine, this vehicle, that can go into a contaminated environment and take a sample without ever having to get out, without ever having to be in mop gear. And it makes it a lot easier for being able to find out true accuracy of where the contamination is. And I think that was a really awesome takeaway for our airmen to kind of see different processes of how they did it.
And what was your favorite part of the training?
The recon machine. It was actually really neat. Here, at least for the Air Force, we kind of separate all the processes up with different people. We have bioenvironmental that does the CBRN recon with us, and then we'll take a sample and we'll send it off to a lab. Whereas the JGSDF, they have this machine that will take the sample, they'll actually run the sample in this machine, they have all of the equipment telling them their readings right then and there. And I found that very fascinating to see the different types of equipment and procedures that they had.
All right, that's all the questions I have for you. Do you have anything else that you want to add? Something that you feel needs to be said that wasn't said?
No, I really enjoy the training with the Japanese and the Army and the Marines and everybody, because like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.